What's down with y'all? Right quick, right quick.
Yeah,
I'm on here to give a helping hand on how you distinguish and how
feel
you
them.
discern between two different things. How do you know if something or somebody is from the Most High Yah, and how do you know that it's not? So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. Like I always tell y'all, you have to get in the Most High's word for yourself. You have to study to show thyself approved. But let's get it. Right here, let's start with these first set of scriptures right here. This is Second Timothy chapter 4, verses 3 and 4. It says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itchy ears." Now let's stop right there for a brief. All right, so what that is saying, basically, let's break this down and break it apart so we can make this simple, especially for those that may not have the capacity to understand what the Most High's word is saying. In no form or fashion is this drawing shots at anybody, because I am one to understand, and this comes from the Most High, that everybody has their own ability to learn the way that they learn. But let's break this down right quick. All right, so right there at the beginning of it, it says, "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine." So that means they won't even listen to the truth no more. They don't even have a part in that. Then it goes on to say, "But after their own lusts they shall heap to themselves teachers having itchy ears." So their ears are itching, and they're looking for something to temporarily soothe that itching. So they're looking for something that's going to make them feel good, that's going to make them have I guess, a good outlook on life and stuff like that. But it's not sound doctrine. But let's continue. Verse 4, "And they shall turn away their ears from the truth, and shall be turned into fables." All right, so they're turning their ears away from the truth, just like it was stated at the top in verse 3. And they're turning away from this truth, and they're turning into fables. So they're believing in short stories. These short stories are lies, it's made up stuff, and they're believing it because this is something that they want to believe in. All right. The Most High will give you over to this type of stuff, especially if He knows that you're not trying to hear His truth, that you're not trying to come away from the things that you're doing. So He's going to give you over to these type of teachers. Some people, they don't even know that they're being misled and they're being deceived. But let's carry on. All right, here's our next scripture. And right quick, look, I do a lot of jumping around because the Most High's word let us know that it's precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. So that's what I like to do, because that's what the Most High has given to me to do. All right, First John chapter 4, verse 1, excuse me. It said, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yah, because many false prophets are gone out into the world." Okay, you have to try the spirit by the spirit in order to know where that spirit derived from. I said this in maybe 2 or 3 other videos that I made, and that was way a while back when I did this. But let's break this down. All right, it says, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of Yah." So you have to question people in a sense. You have to learn these people. You have to know exactly what are they representing. Do they have any type of hidden motives? But we're going to get to that. All right. Because many false prophets are going out into the world. All right. There are so many false prophets, so many false teachers that have risen up. And I feel it's to believe that a lot of us, we can't distinguish between the two, because they have a lot of motivator speakers, people that speak good, people that can put words together and make these words sound like they're actually preaching, but they're not giving sound doctrine. Let's continue. All right, this is First Timothy chapter 6, verses 3 to 5. All right, it says in verse 3, "If any man teaches otherwise and consent not to the wholesome words, even the words of our Adonai, Yahshua HaMashiach, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness, he is proud, knowing nothing, but doting about questions and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings, and evil surmisings. Okay, let's break down this verse 4. All right, it says that he is proud. Pride is not a good thing. All right, just depending on what you take in pride in. But remember, we're breaking down and we're distinguishing between what is and who is of the Most High Yah and who isn't. All right, so far what we have been covering in a couple of scriptures that we have went through is talking about false teachings. All right, false doctrines. All right, so he is proud, knowing nothing. Okay, but he definitely puffs himself up as if he knows a lot, and nobody can hold a candle to what he's teaching and stuff like that. All right, and also it goes on, it says, but doting about questionings, and strifes of words, whereof cometh envy, strife, railings. Okay, envy is not good, strife is not good, railings is not good. And look at it, says evil surmising. All right, evil surmising is not good. That cometh from the evil one himself, because you're ready to go back and forth and dispute with somebody, and you have an evil motive behind that disputing. All right, verse 5, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth, supporting the gain of godliness. From such withdraw thyself. A lot of us, we like to sit back and listen to these prosperity preachers, these teachers. They're telling you you're going to get wealthy, you're going to have a prosperous life and stuff like that. Look, all of that is good, but where is the meat coming from? When are you going to actually get into the actual word of the Most High and teach that? They're not doing that because they have a perverse spirit in them. They have a spirit in them which they get this from the evil one, and they know that a lot of people, let's go right back to when we first started, have itchy ears, and this is the type of stuff that they basically prey upon a lot of people about. They know people are going through a lot, they know people need things and stuff like that, and boom, that's when they come with this prosperity preaching. But the Most High's word is telling us right there at the bottom, it says, from such withdraw thyself. So you need to get away from these people, get away from this type of style of teaching and stuff like that. All right, this is Jude chapter 1, verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men turning the grace of our Elohim into lavishness, and denying the only Most High Elohim and our Adonai Yeshua HaMashiach. So these men, they came in unannounced. They came in and nobody really saw when they entered therein. All right, they was already doomed to be punished and stuff like that from of old. All right, and the word is also saying right here that the ungodly men, they're turning the grace of our Elohim into lavishness. So many people that have called themselves pastors and preachers and stuff like that, they're turning the glory and the grace of our Elohim into lavishness. So they're getting paid to semi-teach the word because they're trying to get a gain out of it. They're trying to get the filthy lucre. All right. So they're making you think it's all about coming to church so that you can be rich, so you can get these fancy cars, these nice houses, have money, wear these expensive suits and stuff like that. Whatever it is, look, come away from that. But let's continue on. All right, then this looking like this might be our last one just for now. All right, 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Adonai that brought them, and bringing upon themselves swift destruction. This is why I always say, and I'm going to keep on saying, every time I make any type of video that's dealing with the Most High's word, you have to study to show thyself approved unto the Most High Yah. All right? This is not a time for us to be lacking, a time for us to be sitting there and just, going off of stuff, basically word of mouth and stuff like that. You have to be on guard. I said that.